Hey guys, it's Craig. You get your AirTags opened up and set up. You put one in your computer bag, you stick one in your car. You have to get creative with the key since all the Apple accessories to hold the AirTags didn't show up on launch day, which doesn't make sense. But you got them on your keys, you stuck one on the remote, your dog, the cat, the kids as they leave the house. Don't do that. Don't stick them on the kids. Definitely you don't need one on your phone because you can find your phone other ways. Now you got them on everything. What do you do with them? No, I'm asking you. What do we do with them? And the answer is really nothing. Well, kind of nothing. With this video, I've actually been kind of torn on what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring you guys a video and my thoughts on it. So this is really based on using it for location, but I've been torn. As a tracker tile alternative to locate things, you're not going to have a better option. You have iPhone devices or iOS devices on the Find My network that can help locate your things. So no brainer, in my opinion. I think it's one of those things that if you lost a computer bag, luggage, your car was stolen, keys, any of those things that you might kick yourself that you didn't put one of these on if you're an Apple user. But the precision tracking has me a little disappointed. As someone who wants to use the U1 chip and sees benefits of it with its high precision, it's kind of disappointing. I know I could see the comments now that this is meant to find things, it's not for using that. I feel like I'm very realistic with this thing. I don't expect it to do much, but Apple is showing this precision finding. To me, it hasn't been that great. I don't know other people's experience. I try to avoid watching any videos until I get my initial thoughts out. And maybe everybody's loving it fine, but the times I go to open the app to try to find my thing to kind of see how it works within the house, and when I tried to find my car, I'll show you, it was kind of disappointing. But again, no brainer to protect your stuff. Also, the privacy side is very interesting to the point that deserves its own video. I'm going to make that soon, but I'm very impressed with it. Now, if you're not familiar with AirTags, they are Apple's tracker that can help you find your items. AirTags cost $29 for one, or you could get 4 for $99. There are no additional costs to use these and find devices. You just buy them and you're done. Apple does have 3 choices and holders for the AirTags. All 3 options are priced the same, if not higher than the AirTags. First, we have the Apple silicone loop for $29, the leather keyring for $35. I got one for my wife in product red. This is the leather loop for $39. Check them out. Links in the description to the AirTags on Amazon, and you could probably get these things overnighted, if not same day, like I was able to. Now, with the cost of the AirTags and how small they are, cheaper third-party cases may be a better option for you, but take a look at the Apple ones and then browse around. All 3 of them, they feel nice. The silicone feels tough. It doesn't feel like cheap rubber. It feels strong. Doesn't feel much different than the leather loop here. Apple accessories tend to do very well. One thing I will point out right now, since using this in the last week, I was going to say this makes a good mirror. It actually could be if you think you got something in your teeth. But there's hazing. I got hazing on there from keys rubbing against them, but that's expected. So I'm not too concerned about that. You can get the AirTags and get emojis put on them or characters you can have engraved on them. These AirTags do run on a standard size watch battery that will last for about a year. Not being rechargeable is great. A built-in rechargeable at this side would degrade and become worthless too soon. The way the AirTags work is by using the same Find My network that you use to find an iPhone, an iPad, or a MacBook. And this Find My network can even find devices when they're off. And it will use Bluetooth, low energy Bluetooth, to communicate with other iOS devices. It'll show its location on the network by other devices that are nearby. If you lose it and another iOS device picks up the Bluetooth from it, it'll update the location on the Find My network. If you've reported it lost, it'll update you. So when you lose an AirTag, it'll have it in its last location on a map. If it's stolen, if it passes by other Apple devices that can update its information, you're going to be able to find it. These AirTags basically bring that same location tracking to any device you put these on. With the iPhone 11 and newer, there's an ultra-wideband chip that will walk you to the device. As Apple shows it, that U1's precision finding lets you find items down to the foot if you have an iPhone 11 or higher. For other iPhones, the AirTag will use that low-energy Bluetooth to communicate with other devices and keep it updated on its location. Apple has been adding this to devices starting with the iPhone 11, last year's Apple Watch Series 6, and in the new HomePod minis. Personally, I think there's some future uses for this U1 beyond just helping you find your stuff. I think there's smart home plans in the future. I thought, though, with the precision finding in my iPhone 12, I would see some super locked in precision finding on that AirTag. What I found, and in reading some other articles, is with the Bluetooth, you could kind of expect about 15 to 30, maybe 40 feet of distance in ideal open areas to be able to communicate with the AirTag from your phone. And then with the U1 chip and precision finding, people are finding about 15 feet and closer is where it picked up. I found that there's points where it's like I'm about under 15 feet and it's not finding it. It's kind of needed to get down to about 8 or 9 feet. A little less than I was expected. I did an experiment with my car, setting it at the end of the street. I wanted to see how well it would do in an open area, because one of the things I could picture is sticking one of these in your car, especially if you got a little car like mine that could get lost, and then you can just kind of get guided. It's like my car's right over there. Currently, when you disconnect your phone from your car's Bluetooth, it'll mark that location. And I wanted to see if this would take me beyond that. I'm about 400 feet away from my car. Let's open up the app. In the app, it shows where my devices are. At the top is my car. If I choose the keys, I can choose to play a sound, directions, and then notifications, or report it lost. I'm going to pick directions. It starts to guide me to the AirTag using the map program. We'll continue on. It says I'm 250 feet away. I want to see if there's a point that it switches over to give me specific directions. 60 feet, 50. I've arrived. Okay, that's as far as it's showing me. Let's end it. Now I select find nearby. I was hoping it would do some switch to words are hard, precision finding when it got closer. Instead, I stood there and then flipped back to the Find My app to have it look for the device with the U1 chip, which then it's giving me the screen like I need to move closer. The process kind of felt very un-Apple-like. Searching for a signal. Trying to find it. It led me to this spot. Still searching for a signal. Try moving. Signal's weak. I would estimate I'm about 40 feet away. Try moving. I'm right on top of it. How's the signal weak? I'm within 6 feet of it. Try moving. Okay. 12 feet to your left. 10 feet to my left. 9, 8, 7. Ooh. Got the vibrating happening. Saying 5 feet in front of me, five feet to the right. Okay, it is pointing at my door. 5 feet ahead, that's called the engine. It should be going in there. It's saying 3 feet to my right, 3 feet ahead. I went to adjust my screen brightness and when I came back to it, I got connection is weak. Tried playing a sound. What the hell's this? I'm right on top of it. Now, with looking for a stronger signal, I could have just put my phone back in the pocket and just went visual at that point. The walking around to acquire a signal was just kind of dumb to me. I mean, if you absolutely need it, but just a convenience factor, it wasn't very good for. It seems to take about 30 seconds when it is in a position to find it right away. My first attempt ended up never finding it. I had to restart my phone because it wouldn't disconnect and kept saying it was with me, but it wasn't. After a restart though, trying it again, doing the same walk, disconnecting, all of that, I got the same results, but it led me right into the device. Okay, reacquired, and now signal is weak. 4 feet to your left. This time
It's pointing 3 feet, 2 feet, 1.5, 1.5, 1 foot. Now let's see, as I back away from it, it starts to go backwards, 1.8, 2 feet. Okay. And 0.4, 0.3, 0.1. Get the right angle, says here. And there it is.
And you have to be relatively close to where this device is. So in the case of losing something in your house, it could be great. If you're trying to check in to see if your keys are upstairs or downstairs, it's probably quicker just to walk. Another test I did was out in my garage. I was about 15 feet away with one wall in between me and my office where this AirTag was sitting. Right off the bat, showed me weak signal, and it took till about 10 feet before it actually switched over and identified it. And you could see it here using it to locate my device, and really, it's so close at that point. It's really meant for losing things. That's what Apple is showing you for, but just wanting to see if it could be utilized for more. No. With these AirTags, I really hope they get used for automations. They could be a great tool. And really, I can't imagine something like that is not on the horizon. But for me, I really don't see using them for other than if I lost something. I know that's a primary purpose, but the precision finding just irritates me at this point and seems very slow. As an insurance policy, definitely a no-brainer. Really, it's no different than cloud services, Apple Care, and other insurances we pay for. There's no subscription cost, so yeah, order some in the description if you need to get some. If you want to use that precision finding, I think it's going to need some more time to make it something that casually you just pop open and they're communicating something quick. But your stuff gets lost, I'd want to have one of these on it. Now, did you order any AirTags? If so, what are your thoughts on them? Now, if you made it this far, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps it get recommended to more people. Next, make sure to check out this video over here so you can see some reasons why you should go with Apple's HomeKit. I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Bye.